everyone, welcome back to the channel Fit with Julia. My name is Julia and today I'll be bringing you a 5-minute plank challenge. All of the moves we will be doing on our forearms or on our hands in the plank position. 5 minutes worth of exercises. Our format for today is we have 5 different exercises for 45 seconds with a 15-second rest in between, so I will be able to show you your next exercise. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more weekly videos and make sure to leave a kind like and comment down below if you enjoyed it and to lock it in that you completed the challenge. You don't need any equipment, just a little bit of space around you. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so the first exercise we'll be going down to a regular forearm plank. Elbows right beneath the shoulders, shooting the feet out. We'll be in this position. Okay, we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's get started. Let's do a little anatomy check. Elbows right beneath the shoulders. Our gaze is straight down between our forearms. Core is in nice and tight. Our ribs are drawn in. Our hips aren't sagging and they're not piped. They're nice and level with the ground. The glutes and the thighs are nice and tight. And if this hurts your forearms, you can pop up onto your hands or you can drop down to your knees if you need that modification as well. Almost there, guys. Just keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Our next exercise will be going into a side plank. You could choose whichever side. We'll do both. So elbow right beneath the shoulder again, and we'll be popping up into a side plank. Okay, we'll go into 1. Place the elbow right beneath the shoulder. Make sure that everything is forward facing in a straight line. Make sure your hips aren't moving backward. Make sure your chest isn't folded over. Chest is nice and open. Hips are nice and open. Feet are stacked. If you're having trouble with the stacked feet, you can stagger them or you can drop down to your knees. And again, if this bothers your elbow, you can pop up onto your hand. Squeeze those bottom obliques to push up. Keep those hips up. There, 2, 1. Relax. We'll flip over onto the other side. We'll do the exact same thing to even us out. The key here is to really squeeze those bottom obliques, the side of the core, to keep the hips up. Let's go in 2, 1. Hop up. Stack the feet if you can. Your hand can rest at your ear, on your hip, overhead, whatever you want to do. It really helps to squeeze your glutes as well, along with the side of the core, to keep you pressed up. And of course, core nice and tight. Make sure everything is in alignment from the chest all the way to the knees. About 15 seconds, guys. Keep a nice steady breath. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Stay stable over that shoulder, or over that elbow. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Next exercise will be popping up onto our hands in a regular high plank. Okay, so just taking it onto our hands. Let's go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop up. Hands are right beneath the shoulders. You keep a little soft bend in your elbow just to make sure they're not locked out. Just like in the regular forearm plank, the core and the ribs are drawn in, heels are shooting back, glutes and thighs are squeezed. Your gaze is right between your hands. Keep a nice steady breath. Again, if you need to drop down to your knees from time to time, go for it. If this bothers your wrists, you can drop down to your elbows. Almost there, guys. 3, 2, 1. Relax. For our last exercise, we'll be alternating between the high plank and the low plank. This is called a commando plank. So we're here, down, and up. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Keep the hips facing toward the ground. Start in the high plank. Drop one elbow down and the other one. Then place the hand right beneath the shoulder and press yourself back up. If you're having trouble with this, you can drop down onto your knees, or you can just stay in either the high plank or the forearm plank. But if you can challenge yourself, let's burn it out. Keep the hips facing toward the ground. Keep the core nice and tight. Exhale as you press up. Make sure you're not swiveling too much with the hips. They're facing toward the ground. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Awesome job, guys. We'll roll into a quick little cool down. So let's roll into an up dog. Drop the hips, stretch the abs out, open the hips up a little bit, and we press away from the ground. And if you're not really flexible in your back like this yet, you can drop down onto your elbows and just slowly inch your way up with your hands to whatever level you're comfortable with. You can shift side to side a little bit with your shoulders. And let's push it back into a child's pose. Just sit back onto your calves, reach forward, relax the shoulders a little bit. Let's roll it up, tuck our toes under, and walk back in. Rolling it up nice and slow from the ground. Awesome job, guys. Thank you for joining me for this little plank challenge. I know this is a lot of pressure on the shoulders, on the core, and you're just trying to hold everything nice and tight. But having that core stabilization, that shoulder stabilization is just so important for overall functionality, and it's very beneficial in a lot of other moves if you're active or advanced in the fitness world. So I really appreciate you guys for joining me, for spending this time. Make sure to share it with someone else who you think might have a little bit of fun with this, just to challenge their core strength. And again, make sure to leave a like and a comment so locked in that you completed it. Hit the subscribe button for more weekly videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye.